Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making one of my most requested videos, how I create aesthetic yet effective digital notes on my iPad. Even though I've graduated from university, I wanted to share this tutorial to help you make visually engaging notes that you actually want to study from. These tips work with any note-taking app, so let's get straight into the video. I'm using the M4 iPad Pro in 11-inch along with the Apple Pencil Pro, but you can use any iPad that's compatible with the Apple Pencil to take notes. For my note-taking app today, I'm using Kilonotes, and thank you so much to Kilonotes for sponsoring this video. If you're anything like me during lectures, you're probably scribbling notes down as fast as you can with no time to make them look pretty. The great thing about digital note-taking is that you can jot down quick notes during lectures and later turn them into more aesthetically pleasing ones. And I'll show you how to do this later in the video. Personally, I use two main types of notes: fast lecture notes and neater revision notes. My revision notes are summarized from lecture materials and textbooks, and I focus on making these as visually engaging as possible. This helps me to remember the material better and also boosts my study motivation. To start, let's create a new notebook. I usually pick graph paper because it helps me to keep my writing straight. This time I chose a purple color for the paper, and to finish it off, I also added a cute notebook cover. I love using colored paper for instantly prettier notes or dark paper when I want something easier on the eyes. The best part about digital note-taking is the flexibility, so if I change my mind later, I can easily switch out the paper color or style. Pen settings can make a huge difference to how your handwriting looks. I like to use a non-pressure sensitive pen because this looks the neatest and I don't have to think about how hard I'm pressing. For the pen width, I usually use something around 0.5 millimeters, but you can experiment and find the setting that works best for you. Writing on the iPad can feel quite different to writing on paper. I recommend using the zoom tool if your app has one. It lets you zoom into the page and automatically moves your page view forward when you reach the end of the box. Another tip is to use a paper-feel screen protector to make the screen less slippery, and this will give you more control when writing with the Apple Pencil. I also like to use an Apple Pencil sleeve for better grip. I prefer to handwrite, even on days when I don't have the time to make it look neat, but if you would rather not handwrite, you can use the iPad Scribble feature to turn your handwriting into text. To enable this, just go into the Apple Pencil settings and turn on Scribble. Then you can add a text box to your notes and start to handwrite, and it will automatically convert into typed text. In Kilonotes, I can directly upload custom fonts that I downloaded earlier, and I'll share some of my favorite fonts on screen since you guys always want to know about the fonts I use. With digital note-taking, I have access to all the pen and highlighter colors I could ever need. To create a custom color pen, I just browse Pinterest or the web for color palettes that catch my eye, and I save them to my photos. Then I simply add the image to my page, and I can use the color dropper tool to grab the exact shade that I want. Here are some color palettes I put together. You can screenshot these and use the color dropper to grab the colors, or just copy and paste the hex codes into your app. If I want to change the color of my handwriting, I can do so using the lasso tool, so sometimes I will write out the whole page in one color and decide on the color theme afterwards. For my headers and subheaders, I like to make them stand out by using a different style than the rest of my notes. A quick way to create a cute header is by using a custom font. If you have a bit more time and want to get creative, here are some header ideas I made using the pen and highlighter tools. They're pretty simple and didn't take long to create. I like to use subheadings to break my notes into sections whenever possible. To make them stand out from the main header, I use different styles like a contrasting color, a different font, or I will draw a box around them using the pen or highlighter. It's a simple way to keep my notes organized and visually appealing. I try to keep my notes as condensed and succinct as possible. A great way to do this is by using bullet points with indented sub-bullets for the key details. Here are a couple of bullet and sub-bullet ideas for inspiration, and I like the doodle pens and Kilonotes, and they make it easy to stamp cute and creative bullet points to add a bit of extra flair. If you're not sure how to structure your notes, check out some popular note-taking formats, such as the Cornell layout, which divides the page into sections for better organization. Another popular option is the box method, where each box represents a key idea, topic, or category, making the information easier to digest. Kilonotes offers a variety of note-taking templates directly inside the app, making it very convenient to try out different formats and find what works for you. There's also a range of learning materials available in the Kilonotes store, making it easy to create subject-specific notes quickly and efficiently. I find it easier to remember and recall information from visual notes, so I try to include images where they're helpful and relevant. There's a couple of different ways to add images on the iPad. One way is to use the image tool to insert pictures directly from your photo album. Another method is to open a split-screen view with your notes on one side and an app like Safari or Photos on the other. From there, you can simply drag and drop images into your notes. A handy trick you can do on the iPad is to tap on an object in your photo album, and this will lift it out of the background, leaving you with just the object. In Kilonotes, I can then lock images in place to stop them from moving. The Shapes tool is great for creating diagrams, charts, and tables, allowing you to draw perfect circles, rectangles, lines, and curves. You can also use the pen to draw a rough shape and just hold it in place at the end to automatically snap it into a perfect form. Another helpful feature is the ruler tool, which makes it easy to draw straight lines at any angle. I use the highlighter tool to emphasize keywords and phrases, and the best part is you can erase highlights without affecting your handwriting. I also use the highlighter or a colored pen to draw boxes or bubbles around important equations and formulas to make them stand out. Another way I use the highlighter is for color coding, so sometimes I'll shade in an entire paragraph to make it easier to find specific information later. Digital stickers are a fantastic way to create notes that are both aesthetic and functional. I like using sticky notes to highlight key concepts and terms, such as important definitions or formulas. Icons and arrows are also effective for emphasizing key points, and you can use different stickers to represent various categories of information. Kilonotes offers a huge library of stickers, and I had a lot of fun exploring all the different collections. There are cute decorative stickers as well as practical ones, like this anatomy sticker pack. The seasonal sticker packs are great for decorating your notes or for digital planning and journaling, such as these Christmas stickers. One of the biggest benefits of digital note-taking is the ability to easily organize and connect your notes. I can create page hyperlinks, which let me jump to another page within my notes or even to a completely different file. This makes it super convenient to link related topics together or quickly reference a useful piece of information. You can test yourself using your notes and practice recall using the tape tool. This allows you to cover up vocabulary, keywords, or phrases, and you can simply tap to reveal the answer underneath. You can hide or unhide all the tape on the page at once, keeping it out of the way when you're reading your notes. Kilonotes also has a flashcards feature, which allows you to highlight sections of your notes and save them under a specific label. This makes it easy to quickly access everything that's been tagged with this label for more focused review. Taking notes digitally makes it so much easier to jot things down quickly during lectures and then tidy them up afterwards. For example, if I have some quick notes, the first thing I would do is erase the headers and subheaders and replace them with something nicer. Using the lasso tool, I can adjust the spacing between paragraphs to make the space look less cramped and fix any words that are misaligned. Messy handwriting isn't a big deal as long as it's readable, but I can also convert handwritten notes into text for better clarity. This also makes it easier to edit the text if I need to add or remove something. I like to use a handwriting font to give my notes that neat handwritten look, and then I'll highlight the keywords in a different color to make them stand out. Digital notes also allow you to rearrange sections easily to make space for diagrams and images, which can be added after the lecture. Kilonotes offers some useful gestures that help to speed up your workflow. The K-switch feature lets you quickly select and delete content, switch between tools, and copy and paste. There's also a useful wheel tool that allows you to undo and redo multiple steps in one go. I've tried many note-taking apps, and Kilonotes is a fantastic option for iPad users. It offers plenty of free features, and the lifetime membership is only $6.99 if you choose to upgrade, or you can opt for an annual subscription of $3.99. Compared to alternatives like GoodNotes and Notability, which can charge up to $30 for lifetime access, I think Kilonotes is highly affordable and still feature-packed. Anyways, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to check out my other iPad videos. Thanks so much for watching.